this video, I've picked out 5 news websites that you can trust and that parents, teachers, and students will love. Let's get started. If you teach abroad like me, then we're always looking for ways to expose our students to authentic English. And these websites can help you do that. You can also pass on these websites to the parents of your students whenever they ask you, what can I do to help my children practice their English at home? So the content on these websites is classroom friendly. The topics are perfect for younger learners. The language can be graded, and best of all, it's unbiased and well researched. So I'm going to look at the pros and cons of each website, and at the end of this video, I'm going to tell you which website I'm going to use with my classes this year. So this is the criteria I'm going to use to evaluate each news website. We'll be looking at if the website allows us to filter by grade or Lexile level, the quality of the images, if there's video available, if the text can be read aloud so our students can listen, and how up-to-date the website is. All of these websites are designed for students studying in the US, so you can filter by grade. And with these grades come Lexile levels. The Lexile levels match up to the grades like this. The first website we're going to take a look at is the Smithsonian Tween Tribune. The Smithsonian Tween Tribune. That's a mouthful. When we get to the website, at the top we can see how we can filter by grade. So we've got K4, which is kindergarten to grade 4. 5 to 6, etc. If you come down to the right, we've also got the Lexile levels. So this is where I like to search. So I'm gonna start with the most basic, and now I can see the topics that are contained within that Lexile level and all the articles that are also at that level. So let's have a look at one. So here we can see some, what? Sweetheart Candies will be available this Valentine's Day. Oh, 2019. Oh my God, thank God. So here I've clicked on a story about Toy Story and with a Lexile level of 500. And we can see you have a nice picture to start with, but the text is quite long, I've got to be honest. Even for like a kindergarten to grade 4 level. If we click on video on the right-hand side, we'll get a list of all the articles that contain videos. In this particular one, we're asking, how do you mummify a body? If we scroll down to the end of the text, then we're presented with this video on the same topic.
You asked us, how do you mummify a body?
Did I?
Assuming simple curiosity is driving your question, the answer depends on whom you ask.
I'm always asking people, to be fair.
First, they pull out your brain and internal organs, except your heart.
Oh, good. I'm glad they keep the heart in there.
Most of your organs would be preserved in jars.
Oh, like my grandma.
2,000 years earlier, the Chinchorro of Chile and Peru were in the habit of skinning, dismembering, and disemboweling bodies before putting them back together with sticks, straw, and plant fibers. Then they'd paint the body.
Oh, I like painting.
More recently, nature did the dirty work for the Inca, who made sacrifices to their gods by bringing kids high up into the Andes Mountains to die.
What? It's got a little bit too dark for me. I do like the Tween Tribune. I think it's got some good images. The videos are also good that are available for certain news articles, and it seems like it's kept up to date. It does lack, though, in the range of grades and Lexile levels, as kindergarten to grade 4, for example. I think between those two grades, there's a lot of difference. There's no option for the text to be read aloud, which we're going to see is available on other websites. The second website we're going to take a look at is National Geographic for Kids. While this website does not provide current affairs or events for kids, the articles on these websites are perfect for young learners. So we're on the website now, and you can tell just by looking at it, it's perfect for children. And it's not only articles, there's games, videos, a big focus on animals, also other areas you can see here. There's also a search function, so we can search for topics that maybe we're covering in class at that time. The images that are contained in the articles are obviously high quality, as you'd expect from National Geographic. The one issue is that you cannot grade the language for your students. So each article is directed towards younger learners, but we cannot filter by grade. The vast majority of articles on this website have videos that accompany all the text, sometimes more than just one. I'm always doing animals with my younger learners, and look at the amount of resources it's got here on the animal section, all the different types of animals, the whole host of articles on different kinds of animals that would be interesting for your younger learners. The biggest strength for the National Geographic website is it offers not only articles, but videos and games for students. The topics are perfect for young learners. The issue here is that we cannot filter by grade or Lexile level. I cannot see how frequently the content is updated, as it's not responding to current affairs or events, so that's probably going to be an issue as well. And again, there's no option for reading aloud the text. Now, I'm sure you've heard of Time magazine, but what about Time for Kids? This is our third news website. Here we are on the Time for Kids website. Immediately we have the two articles that are most recent. If we go to this point here, we can immediately see we can grade our articles by kindergarten to grade 1, grade 2, 3, 4, and 5 and 6. Here we have a menu and we can look at all the articles for each grade. And this is something I really like, financial literacy content. You know, for those people thinking about investing in Bitcoin. I can already see the pictures are of good quality. And if we keep scrolling down, eventually you can see these two symbols here, which is audio and in Spanish. ¿Hablas español? Let's try this.
Inside the station, firefighters help keep people safe.
Excellent. So it's going to read the whole text to us, and that's perfect for our students, especially if they're at home doing this by themselves. I also like the fact that a lot of the text is also separated by images too, so it's not too heavy for the students to read. Remember, this is a kindergarten to grade 1 level text as well. This is an excellent website. We can grade the language and the articles. The images are good. The text can be read aloud both in English and in Spanish, and it's updated frequently. The only issue is it doesn't have any video available, or at least it doesn't from all the articles that I've been checking. The fourth website we're going to take a look at is one called Dogo News, or Dojo, or Doggo, or something. So here we are on the Dogo News website. If we go to the top left, initially we can see that there's a lot of options for search within the website by category, grade level, word count, and by interest level, which on the face of it looks pretty good. However, when I did choose grade level 1, for example, I still found the articles to be quite complex, especially for me, as I'm trying to use this with students who are learning English as a foreign language. If we click on one article, I can see that we do have an option to listen to it, but when we click on the button, oh, you've discovered a pro feature. I hate pro features. If we go back to the menu and under categories, we have video. I've gone through a lot of these articles. I can't actually find a video embedded in any of these articles, and I've checked quite a few already. And I'm just wondering if there are any videos at all. So with Dogo News, it looks on the face of it like a really good website, but when you begin to scratch the surface, you realize it's really not. We can see that there's some pro features there, and you know, as teachers with our very low salaries, we don't really like paying for too many things if we can help it. Our fifth and final news site we're going to check out in this video is Scholastic's Kids Press. So with this website, the first thing I love is that the actual articles are written by kids themselves. Go to the top where it says Kid Reporters. We can see the young learners that are responsible for the articles on the website. And I can already tell it's being kept up to date. However, the first issue for me is that there is no option to grade the language. There's no option to read aloud. There are some videos available, and we can see here that the reporter in this case has actually videoed the interview.
Hi, I'm Nanaka Takahashi. I'm right there in front of the Olympic Stadium.
Now, not all articles have videos available, but it's good to see that it does come up in one of the first articles I've clicked on. There's a lot of great articles on here, and it seems like they really keep pushing out the articles. Here we see one about learning during the pandemic. Oh, yeah. I reckon he doesn't have his camera on. So with the Scholastic Kid Press website, it's great to see a website that has children as the authors of the article, and this could inspire your students to do something similar. However, I'm probably not going to be using this one just due to the fact that I can't grade any of the language or the level of the text, and that the text can't be read aloud. Now it's time to tell you which one I'm going to use this year. Drum roll please, Pedro. Thank you. That's right. Time for Kids. I like the fact that you can filter down to kindergarten and grade 1, grade 2, and grade 3, so on. I really do think the texts are accessible for students of English as a foreign language. I like the fact that you can read the text aloud, so it means that students can do this work on their own. And the images that are contained in the articles are also of a good quality. Let me know in the comments below if you agree with my final choice, and if you know of any other websites that you use with your students. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.